guys. How's everybody doing today? What's going on here? There you go. Hey guys. All right, the first thing that we're gonna do here is we're gonna make this these things bounce a little bit. So I think what I want to do, I probably want to put an animator on top of the parent here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. How's everybody's quarantine going? Show me the bouncies. We're working on the bouncies right now. They look a little bit like butts. Big old butts. So we're going to put an animator here. Well, you guys actually can't see it, but we're going to do it right here. Animation, other. This is going to be called Bouncer. Or whoa, everything's in caps. Bouncy butt bounce. Okay. So basically, this is going to allow us to create a bounce animation for pretty much anything we want. So it really doesn't matter what it is, whether it's this red fleshy butt or anything else, you know. This bounce animation is going to do just fine. So you can't see the animation window, but all I'm going to do is basically have it bounce upwards a little bit, like scale like that. And then at about a second, we're going to drop down to this and then bounce a little bit that way and then down to 1. Push. All right, let's speed it up. Push. Push. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we got stuff like this in Coma as well. Okay, let's... Hey! You go there. Alright, I think that's fine for now. So it's going to have this animation on it, and then it's also going to say, hey, you know, we're going to do an animator functions class. Whoops. Animator functions. So this is a class I use for all of my animations. It allows me to put different events on my animations. So in this case, we're going to do just a sound effect. Do I have a smack sound? What about a pop sound? What about a bounce sound? I have none of these sounds available. So let's go ahead and jump to freesound.org. And I need to donate to these guys because this is the best. I've been using this website for so long. Okay, we're going to use a smack sound. Oh, that one's a real good one. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, it's not... I'm not actually legally allowed to use that one. You have to look at the attributions. Ooh, there we go. And then Jello. We're going to look up Jello sound as well. Okay, let's just open up the smack sound for now. And I'm going to open this up in Audacity, guys. restoring free animation software. The only animation software I'm using right now is Unity and Blender. Both of them are free. So, yeah. Can y'all hear that smacking sound? We're going to make it much lower. Change the pitch down. Ooh. We're not going to worry too much about this sound effect currently. So. Let's see here. Pop. Ooh. Actually, let's look up basketball. Bounce. That's probably the sound we want. I think that one's fine. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. But once I'm going to get this sound perfect before. What am I saying? I'll get this sound done pretty quick so we can jump back into Unity so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. I kind of want to get some Nintendo-esque digital sounds. That's so weird. That's good enough for me. All right, let's save all these sound effects. Export as a wave. Okay. This is going to be bouncer. Bounce. Okay. We're going to go to our sounds here, and we're going to go to bounce. Here we go. And then right here, all we're going to do is say play sound. Just like that. Now, we also need to go to the actual animator, which is this is going to allow us to edit our animation tree. We're going to create a blank state. Just call it empty. And we're going to create a trigger called bounce. See that? And we're going to go if bounce, go to bounce. We don't want it to loop. We want it to have an exit time, yes. And a duration of 0.1 is fine. We don't want an exit time for the actual instant bounce effect. We're going to do a 0 transition. Thank you for subscribing. And we're also going to sort of have it go to itself here. Bounce. 0 transition and no exit time. Just in case, we bounce on it much quicker than the actual animation completes. That makes no sense, does it? Sorry. So it all looks good. This is actually the default state. Good, Thomas. All right, let's go to our bouncy butt variant. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new serialized field called animator. You know what's crazy, guys? Even though I'm making a 3D game, this is basically the same exact system that I built for PewDiePie's game, for Pinstripe, and the system that was primarily built by Serenity Forge for Neversong. They all sort of use the same basic systems and mentality with the interactions between animators and character controllers. It's just crazy how everything kind of is the same. Once you get used to it, it sort of makes sense. Animator dot set trigger, and then we're gonna go, what's the trigger? What's the trigger name? Just call it trigger. Why not? And so we could put a string here. See that? String trigger. So guys, our trigger is called Isn't that weird how string is lowercased? Oh, I know why. Okay, kind of. I'm not gonna try and tell you why I think, because I don't want to make a fool of myself. But I think I know why it's lowercase. Animator. We're just gonna drag it there. There we go. The trigger is called bounce, and bounce power is 2. I do declare. I think that's exactly what we need. Okay, guys, you want to give it a test? You want to give it a shot? See what happens? I want to do it. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Yay! All right. Jumping on them booties. Whoa. Oh, man. It's fun. Woo! Okay. So. Ow. I didn't want to go in that direction. Why is it playing 2 sounds? There we go. So as you can see, you can't really see the bounce effect. So I think what I want to do is make it a little bit more extreme, and maybe even have it turn white. Okay, let's think here. What are some cool effects we could do? You guys got bad resolution? Sorry. Not the best internet these days. I gotta admit, ever since the virus, my internet's been terrible. All right, so we're gonna do a pretty aggressive bounce. That's a little fast, isn't it? Hang on. Do 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 do. Whoa, bud. That's annoying. Do 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 do. Okay, up, down, up, down. Do do do. That's a little bouncy looking, isn't it? Let's make it flash white. So the way that we do this is, and let's see here. We would go white rim. There we go. So it'll go like this. Alpha, heavy. Let's try that. Oh man, I'm about to turn on some Diddy Kong Racing soundtrack. Okay, here we go. Hey, it looks a little bit better. I don't know if I like that white flash, but the bounce is nice. And let's turn off the this right here. I don't need this. It's not really possible to... There we go. Oh, come on. Why are you doing it twice, my friend? That's kind of annoying, isn't it, guys? Let's take a look. Come on! I'm trying to get the animator window. Huh. That's annoying. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? What? I think I'm on beat. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay. Cool. Snape. It's not working. That's so annoying to think about triggers. Let's see if we can reset the trigger. Maybe that'll help. All right, let's go to our script here. Remove the transition time. Okay. I will do what you say. I don't believe that, but I'm going to trust you and see what happens. No. It's okay. It didn't work. Don't worry about it. All right, let's see here. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's go to our script here and go to reset trigger. See if that does it. Reset trigger. All right, and hit play. Wrong way. Mother. Why? That's kind of silly. Why would it do that? Why is it doing that, guys? That's so annoying. Why is it doing that? No, looping's not on. Let's try this. I have an idea. Let's create two animations, but bouncy butt bounce and bouncy butt still. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What do you call it? Steady. We could even have it flare just a little bit. So every second, it just sort of flares up just a little bit and goes back down. There we go. Set as layer default. Delete. Make transition. Make transition. Yep. There we go. 0. No, it does have an exit time. Full exit time. This does not. This just immediately goes into the bounce. And no exit time. Bounce. I think that'll do, donkey. All right, let's try that. It's flaring. Ah, it's not looping. Let's make it loop. That's weird. Loop, buddy, loop. Why aren't you looping? He's doing it twice. That's so weird. Hang on. Let's jump down and take a look. Okay. Okay. Exit time of 1. Transition duration of 0. Man, that's weird. I don't know why that's happening. Huh. We could try that. Turn on exit time, but make it 0. I don't know. No exit time. I'm going to look it up really quick. Trigger playing animation twice. Unity. I've had this problem before. A trigger is consumed, value set to false as soon as the trigger is used. So if on the first frame you set the trigger to true, the state machine will start the transition to kick. If on the next update you still have the key pressed, it will trigger it back to true. Huh. Okay, let's see here. Let's just try this really quick. It could be this. If player.basicMovement.is launched is false. Let's just try that. If that's what's going on, then I need to clean it up. Crap. Where's basic movement is... There it is. We're gonna put it over here. Okay, let's make it public. Okay, just go with me for just a sec, guys. I think what's happening is it's setting the trigger like 3 times. So yeah, that's not good. Let's try again. I think it did it. It worked. Good. Okay. So the reason why that was happening was the trigger was happening 3 separate times. So what we need to do is we need to do something like I think what I need to do is I think that's fine for now. I don't care. So that looks good. Nothing really else we need to do for the bouncers. If we wanted to, we could actually have them rotating in space. So same exact principle with these gems here. All you got to do is take this rotate game object script and paste it onto every single bouncy butt variant. So paste component as new. They'll rotate not that fast, maybe 150. And the Y position multiplier, let's make it a little bit bigger, like 3. Okay. And the truth is if you don't want that, all you got to do is just disable it. So disable rotate game object. The rotation is also going to send it upwards. So the Y position is translating based on the rotation. So the ones in the air will sort of move up and down and rotate. So if we take a look, yep, there they are. They're rotating and having a good old time up there. There we go. Woo! That looks awesome. I'm enjoying it. So I'm trying to think of anything else I want to do here, if I need to. I've been wanting to make bouncy things for a long time in 3D, so it's really fun. I'm glad I'm doing it. I love bouncing on things in games. It's always been one of my favorite things. So I'm just goofing off, trying to figure out if I like it. Yes! All right, here we go. Okay. So we've got currency, we've got bouncy items, we have coins. I love it. I kind of want to be able to press a button and throw little red seeds, and it creates these things so that you can sort of be creative with where you place them. I think that might be really cool. So let's do this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I was gonna work on dialogue today, but I really want to get to the point where I'm forcing myself to put creative things into the game. And what I mean is giving the player creative control is really, really important. Let's see here. So I really want to focus on that if I can. How are we doing in the chat, everybody? Hi, I'm an illustrator. I was curious if there was a game genre that you'd recommend illustrators start in if they want to get into game development. 2D platformer. That's what I would do. May. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Let's create a new game object. File new. Or not new game object, a new Blender object. And we're going to just create a very basic, simplistic sphere for now. Tiny. Thank you for subscribing. 10 by 5. Shade smooth. Scale this bad boy down. Object set origin to 3D cursor. Sweet. Okay, what we're going to do with this little circle here is we're going to allow the player to shoot it out of his head for now. This is going to give us a sort of projectile that once it hits something, it'll spawn a sphere. Now, I want to be able to spawn two kinds of spheres. I want to be able to spawn a bounce sphere, and then I also want to spawn a standard sphere that you can attach to other spheres and create platforms. Okay? So this is going to be called spawn seed. I don't know. Something like that. I'm considering making this my first game without a weapon. And that's always a scary thing to do, right? Okay, save it out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our player script here. And we're going to create an instantiated object, right? Let's see here. What controller are we using here? We're using this weird... Okay, cool. So we're using the project settings input manager, right? So fire. I don't really want to use an aimer. I'm trying to think here, guys. One sec. Okay, fire one. Does click do anything currently? So here's what we're gonna make. If I press the mouse button, I want to be able to sort of toss a seed, and that seed will spawn one of these, so that it gives the player a ton of creative control about where they're placing their objects. Woohoo! All right, so we're going to go to our player script. I think that's where I want to put it. I don't want to put it in any movement scripts. I want it to be part of this custom player script, which has all these custom abilities and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to void update. It's right here, and we're going to go if input dot get button down. Is it an axis or a button? I don't know. Fire one. We'll worry about multi-platform support later. Debug.log. Clicked. That's all we got to do for now. Okay? Is it button down or axis down? Let's see. Let's go to our project settings. It's a button. Okay. So let's press play and see if it works. It's basically all it's going to do is debug for us and say, hey, you clicked. Good. Okay. Click. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new class or a new function and call it throw item. You know, I really would rather it be called toss item. Okay. And we're going to choose which item we toss. And it's going to be item bounce seed. So both of those things don't exist just yet. So we're going to go to player properties. I'm fine just putting it up here. It's going to be public game object bounce seed. Okay. And then we're going to go down here. Well, I actually wanted it to be called item because it's an item. Let's actually create a new header and call this inventory. Or no, it's because it's not actually inventory. Duh. That's not inventory. Toss item. So we're going to go public void toss item. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. Toss item, and then we're going to do game object which item. And we're going to instantiate an item or a game object. I'm looking up on Google. Object instantiate. I'm tossing. Okay. Let's see here. I'm looking at something really quick. Okay. Rigid body is going to be which item? Okay. Or item. And this is going to say item equals instantiate which item. Shoot. Game object. I think I just want it to instantiate. I think that's all I want it to do. I want to be able to control what happens to the instantiated object. No, because we're tossing it. Game object item equals instantiate which item. Transform to return, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then we can go item dot get component rigid body dot velocity forward times 10. I like it. Okay. For now, that's all we're going to do. Let's go back to Unity here. And let's just make sure that our little seed looks correct. So we actually need to create a seed. So there's a seed here. This is called spawn seed. And it's going to be a rigid body. And it's going to have a new physics material. So we're just going to add physics materials to a folder inside of other. Yeah. Okay. Go to folder, physics materials, and put that at the root. Let's create a new physics material. With a bounciness of 0.6. This is going to be called seed. And we can drag this seed to our spawn seed. Where the F is it? Oh, it needs a collider on it. Let's do a sphere collider. Okay. There we go. So there's our little seed. Looks good to me. I can't think of any reason why it would be bad. So let's go to spawn seed, drag it over here. Prefab variant is fine with me. There it is. Okay, good. Delete. Save, and then we can go back to our player, remember? And if we go to our item bounce seed. Yep. The reason why this isn't, I'm thinking about why my naming conventions are so effed up. The reason why this isn't called item spawn seed is because spawn seed is a generic type, but we're going to have bounce seeds and standard seeds. So currently we're just doing bounce seeds, all right? But no, we're not going to call this spawn seed. We're going to call it correct, bounce seed. Seed bounce, because I want them to be in the same location in this project hierarchy. So seed bounce and then seed standard. So currently we're going to do seed bounce, which if we go to player, we're going to go item. Let's rename it to item seed bounce. This is just for my sanity. Item seed bounce. Do 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 ding 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 ding. Item seed bounce. Item seed bounce is going to be seed bounce. We can delete that launched variable as well, which is, I see there's a bunch of teenagers outside practicing social distancing. Yeah. Good grief. It makes me mad. I lost my train of thought. We want to delete this. Okay. So in theory, guys, it should launch straight out of my head onto the ground. There they go. So we're launching some seeds. Obviously, they're not spawning in the correct position. I can almost like walk on them. So we got a bunch of golf balls, basically. Woo! All right, so we got all these balls everywhere. I can't move them. I wish I could, but I can't. Why is that? All right, that's okay. So we're going to spawn it out of our head. We're going to create a transform location. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, we're going to say public transform is going to be throw location. Throw spawn location. All right? That's going to be a game object we're going to create and just put near the player's face. This is incorrect. This should be transform.forward. See it? And yeah, 20's fine. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a game object. Actually, it's just going to be his face. No. Because his face kind of moves, and we don't want it to be difficult to aim. So all we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's see here. Create an empty object, and this is going to be called spawn location. Wait, what was it called? Scroll up. Items, throw spawn location. There we go. There we go. Save that out. And yeah, that should be good. What? Why is it spawning at my feet? Oh, I know why. Item, throw spawn location. So, right there. All right, guys. Throw spawn position. There we go. Okay, so it should spawn out of my... Oh, I need to position it properly. So it's right here. It's going to be right at the front. So 1, 1. How about 0.2 or 0.4? Let's try that. What? Still not in the right direction. Oh my. We got to put it inside of the graphics here. Okay, okay. Let's try that. What? Hold on, guys. I know. I get it. I think that's fine. I think that should do it. All right. And we'll make the player do a throw animation if it's fun. Okay, so we got a little bit of an issue here. It's coming out at a weird angle, isn't it? It's fun. But it's a weird angle. Weird angle. Why is that? Let's take a look. Let's go to scene mode here and take a look at what its direction currently is. Okay, it's straight ahead. So I don't know. Huh. Anyone know what's going on here? Yeah, I think it's actually... Oh, is it this? Is that it? I think that's all I need to do. Huh. My belly's growling. There we go. I might want to do it, make it face, have a velocity that's coming out of the direction of the camera. But for now, this is fine. All right, so we can shoot these out of our chest, whatever the direction of the player is. That's fun. Okay. Now, what we do is we go to our scripts. We create a new script, and we're going to call this seed. That's what we're going to call it. It's a seed. That's all it is. We're going to say on collision enter. On collision enter. As long as it's not, let me think here. It really needs to be tagged as ground. So let's see if we can tag things as ground here. Default. I do not want to paint right now. Man, my belly's making growling noises. I don't want to paint anything. Stop it. Whatevs. Let's just name this ground really quick. Ground. So anything that is on the... Let's actually tag it. Let's not change this layer. Let's make its tag ground. So let's create a new tag. Call it ground. All right. So mother F. Oh, well. Sorting layers. Where's my tags? Ground. There they are. So that's tagged as ground. The rock is going to be tagged as ground as well. There we go. So what we're going to do, and by the way, those of you who are just joining us, what we're doing is we're allowing the player to have some creativity here. Just doing some testing here to see if things are fun, right? And one of the ways I want to try and make this game fun is giving the player creative control. So allowing them to toss seeds into the ground and spawn either platforms or spawn cubes, or it's almost like Minecraft, right? Spawn bouncy platforms. So that's what I want to try to do with this game here. All right. So let's go to our seed. Okay, and this is just going to be seed. Yep, just add the seed script to it. So if it touches the ground, anything that's tagged ground, we want it to delete and then spawn something else. Okay, so if collision.gameObject.tag equals ground, destroy. And also instantiate. Oops. Destroy game object, and then also instantiate, right? We're going to instantiate I kind of want to have a I'm fine. Instantiate same sort of principle with the player, right? We need to go to, yep, okay. We're going to tell it to instantiate a certain object. So public game object, spawn which item. Okay. Instantiate spawn which item at, okay, so who's the parent? Let's do player.instance. No. Let's do this. GameObject.find. Here we go. GameObject my parent equals GameObject.find. At pretty much every scene, I want to have the same mentality. Thank you for the super chat from the Reno6. Said, cool. Thank you. All right. So GameObject.find, and it's going to be called, every scene is going to have the same giant categories, graphics. So we're gonna put it inside of the graphics game object. Okay. GameObject.find graphics.transform. That's going to be my parent, and we can also do this just to be safe. if GameObject.find.graphics equals that, then let me think here. We're going to create basically creating a parent here. Okay, there we go. So if it can find it, then, set it up. Else, here we go. Else, my parent equals, it's going to be nothing. So it's going to just be nothing. Let's just try that. Let's just try this. Let's try that. All right, so my parent is going to be my parent. And then instantiate in world space is a Boolean. We don't want that. Let's go over here really quick. Huh. Give me just a second. I need to look at some reference points here. Instantiation in, or I need to look at some scripts here. Huh. Do I want it to instantiate in world space? Sure. I don't know. True. Okay. Okay, where do I want it to appear? Transform.position. I don't care. Well, let's specify the parent later. Transform.position. So there, and then also the rotation. I think that's fine. What is going on, guys? Quaternium identity. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to say, sorry guys, one sec here. There we go. My parent.transform. Okay. What? We're just going to trust that my parent is going to equal something. So we're going to remove the if. There we go. It has to, because otherwise the game won't work. Yeah, I'm not making any sense. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to say that, honestly, this can just be this right here. That's all we're going to do. Okay, so it's going to be attached to, it's going to become a child of the graphics game object, which is basically a folder in the scene. And it's going to spawn an item. In this case, we're going to choose the bouncy things. And the last thing I want to do is create an enum. So if we go to our, let's see here. It's going to be collectible. So we're going to go to our collectible script and just copy and paste the enum from that script right here, so that we can actually do a seed type, right? So we're going to go like this. Huh. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. All we need is to know which item we want to spawn. Okay? So let's test this out. So we're going to go to our seed here. Seed bounce. And we're going to tell which item we want to spawn when it touches the ground. In this case, it's going to be our bouncy butt. All right, so let's try it out. Whoa, things are buggy. Whoa, what? I'm confused. Oh, what? Let me see. Let me see what happened here, guys. I don't even know what to tell you. Okay. Let's get everything cleaned up here so I don't lose my mind. All right. So it's spawning for some reason right there. It's got to be. So let's just take that off really quick and see if that's the issue. Are there any seeds in the scene that I'm starting with? No? Oh, man. Whoa. Whoa. What the heck is going on? Wow, we've got a problem, guys. I don't know what it is. Something is inside of something. All right, it's okay. We'll figure this out. Is it the inside of this script that the problem is? Everything was working so good, and then it just broke. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. It's amazing how quickly things can break. We're missing an avatar. This is crazy, guys. Wow. I don't know what's going on. That's crazy. Wow. I'm really confused. Okay. Let's disable all of our graphics. What's in the scene here? Okay, let's we're gonna figure this out. Yeah, I don't have a seed in my hierarchy. So we're gonna disable a lot of stuff really quick here. We're gonna put all these coins into the graphics sequence here. This is nuts. Okay, we don't have a camera. That's okay. We just need to go to our scene. We'll turn on the scene. Yep, still broken. That's nuts. I'm gonna exit the scene. I'm gonna get out of the scene without saving it. So let's go to a new scene. And then go back to the field. Maybe that fixes it. Still broken. I hate when this kind of stuff happens because there's no errors. It's just like broke for some reason. Disable normal movement. Okay, still buggy. Huh. Wow. Couldn't tell you guys. Wow. So pause it. And let's see if there's anything getting put inside of the player. Okay. This is nuts. He's so confused. Does anyone know what's going on? Let's see here. Anybody got any ideas? Yes, thank you. It's Dell. Dell, you're correct. It's the ground layer. We need to say which layer we are detecting. Thank you. Good job. So it's somewhere in our character. No, that's not it, because we only changed the tag, right? Let's see here. Layer. Ah, Thomas, you fool. Thank you. Can we give a round of applause to Dell? This is Dell. You figured it out for me. Thank you. All right. We're good. Click. All right. So let's go back into our script. Thank you so much. Man, I would have spent so long trying to figure that out. Okay, save that. Instantiate. Good job. And then go to our seed here. So when the seed collides with anything that has a tag of ground, it should instantiate the bouncer. All right, so let's take a look and see what happens. There we go. Cool. All right, it's being parented to me, so that's not good. All right, so that's buggy. What is going on? Okay, so it's parenting to myself, and that's not good. GameObject.find.transform. Ah, that's the name. The teenagers next door are really annoying. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it was a null reference. There we go. Still not. Why is that? Contact rigid body is not defined. Huh. It's kind of working. It's weird. It's like some things it touches. All right. For some reason I can't do it in the grass over here. Yes, I can. Well, that's weird. What was going on? It's like contact was undefined. And I also need to make it so you can't interact with it. All right. Also, by default, they shouldn't rotate. So, a couple things here. If we go to our bounce, okay. Yep, two things. Bouncy butt needs to be ground, a tag of ground, not a layer, but the ground of a tag, the tag ground. Same here. That's it. Okay. Untagged. Turn off rotation. And okay, good. The next problem is that the player is interacting with the object. Let's see here. The player is interacting with the seed. So it's currently set to layer post-processing. I don't know why. I would rather it be set to character. That's weird. So let's set the layer to character and change the children. We're going to create a new layer and we're going to call it, let's do transparent effect. So if we go to our project settings and go to our physics, you can take a look and see character, okay, transparent enemy. Let's change that transparent enemy's title to just transparent object. So the player will not interact with anything that is a transparent object. Okay. So if we go to our seed, okay, yeah. This seed bounce, we're going to set its layer to transparent object. So it should, when you toss it, it shouldn't touch the player at all. Okay. Cool. Look at that. That's weird. It's not, sometimes it doesn't spawn when it touches the grass. That's weird. Whoa. Oh, that looks weird. Hello. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. So it looks pretty cool. I think that I love the idea of having bouncy objects you can place, but also just solid ones that you can walk on. Okay. So let me think here. I mean, this is kind of fun. Let's make sure you just change the way that looks. Okay. There we go. How many can we place and can we really bug out? Okay, we're gonna make it so that it faces the camera, because that's annoying. So, let's go to our player here. Camera dot main dot forward times 20. I think that's probably what I want to do. Transform. Dot forward. Let's try that out. So instead of, you know, the forward direction being the player, it's actually going to be the camera. Cool. Sweet. Whoa! Okay, so we could bounce our way up these platforms, which is just really fun. All right. Sorry guys, I'm playing with it, trying to see. I'm playing with. I'm sorry. Let's fix that. All right. So yeah, this is cool. I think it's a really fun game mechanic. All right. I think what I want to do is make it so that it launches at a without gravity. And we'll probably need a cursor as well. How fun is that, though? You can create like a massive bounce system. Then we just bounce our way up to things. Look at this, guys. Just make our way up to the top of the world. Let's try it. Whoa! Oh no! That's so weird looking. I'm having fun. I think this is fun. And guys, this is what I mean by making a game streamable. Giving player creative control is one of the best ways to make a game streamable. Streamable games are games that are easily marketed as well. So that's pretty cool looking. Let's see if we can make our way up again. Whoa. So we're just gonna make our way up this, you know, oddly enough, it's really hard to get in a bug, which is great. Getting a little bit slow. Hey! So I've created this really cool red, tall spiral thing. So what do we, let's see here. All right. First butts and now this. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to be one of the mechanics of the game for sure. But the thing is these bounce objects, they're not going to be, they're definitely not going to be, what's the word? They're going to be costly. So this is, you know, I don't even think the player will be able to afford this many bounceable objects. Whoa! They hit you when you spawn them. That's awesome. So, for some reason, sometimes they go through the ground. I think I know why. Watch this. Here's what we'll do. I know why. We don't have... The seed needs to be... let's see here. The seed sphere collider needs to be like double its size. And there we go. And then also the collision for the rigid body. Continuous dynamic. Yeah. I think that'll solve the problem of it falling through the terrain. So hopefully nothing will fall through now. The funnest part about this is just being able to stack them up like this. Oh man. It's really fun. We're just making our way up. Up, 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 up. Whoa! So it's like, how tall can you make it, right? Get over there. Let's make the speed of the throw like 50. And no gravity on the seeds. So let's go to our seeds here. Seed bounce. And it's not going to use gravity. Okay? So that means it's just going to literally shoot. And whatever it touches is what it spawns. It's a lot easier to do it that way. Let's create an aimer as well on the UI so that I can see where I'm throwing things. Oh man, this is fun. I like it. Zero out the location and also, let's see. Throw a spawn location. It's right there. And let's go ahead and just create the aimer as well, guys. I think what I want to do is let's go to our UI in Photoshop. Can you guys see that? No, let me show that for you. The Photoshop. Yes. So there's our Photoshop, and let's just create a little aimer, little circle. Jump back into Unity, and the Photoshop document we were just working with is Unity R3. Is our sound not working? Unity R3. Or UI R3, go to sprite editor. I don't think you guys can see this, that's okay. I'm just gonna quickly cut out using multiple sprite editor and do, 155 by 155. That works for me. And this is going to be the UI crosshair. Apply. And all you gotta do is smack this in the center of your screen. So we'll just go to coin, zero it out. We're copying coin. We're going to call it crosshair. It's going to be smack dab in the center. 0, 0. There it is. And we're going to go to the crosshair. There it is. Set native size. And then, guys, we can just set the opacity down really low for now. I'm trying out different approaches to crosshairs. Okay, let's hit play and see what the crosshair looks like. The camera probably needs to be pivoted a little bit higher above his head. I don't want it to look like a gun's crosshair, but that's not gonna work for us. So let's do this. We're gonna make it just a nice clean circle with a little dot in the center, okay? There we go. There we go. Smack dab in the center there. We're gonna save that and hopefully it'll update. There we go. So we got a little crosshair. Problem is the camera needs to have a little bit of a, what do you call it? A yaw? What do they call it? Tilt? What is that called? Yaw? Y-A-W? Yeah, let's go to our little camera here. Where's my camera? Whoa! Sorry, I just got to try this. Look at the shadow. Oh my word. This is going to be the best game. Guys, I'm above the clouds. Whoa! Ah! All right. I love it. So yeah, it's hard to see because the player is in the way. Oh, cool. All right. So it's the offset that's the problem. So there's a main camera 3D script here. Offset from head. There we go. Darn. We're gonna have to make this work, guys. I need to make it a little bit smaller. Well, we could try that. Negative 0.03 is decent offset. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking through some stuff here. What if we made it just like this? 0.04. And guys, what if it was just a little dot? Just something at the smack dab in the center of the screen. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It feels a little bit better. We need to put it at the top of his head. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Okay, cool. So the camera 3D is 0.04. That's its offset from the head. Okay? So let's try that. Feels a little bit better there. Okay. I'm sorry, it's just really addicting to do this. How high can we go? You can create little bridges even. So what's really going to be cool is the ability to instantiate these shapes without any sort of bouncing. So if we go to, first we're going to create a new seed type. So this is seed bounce. Let's call this seed standard. Okay. Seed standard is going to spawn not a bouncy butt, but just a butt. Okay. So seed standard is going to be bouncy. Yeah, just spawn a butt. The butt is not going to have any kind of bounce effect. Let's see here. Let's go to our butt here. There it is. And yeah, we're going to turn off the bouncer. So all it's going to do is just spawn a regular butt. So we'll go to our player here. And there's seed bounce. We're going to create a new type of seed that we can use. This is going to be item seed standard. Okay. And for now, we don't have a way to change out our inventory or our weapon. So all we're going to do is just change this to this is going to be toss item seed. Let's do this. Let's create an equipped item. And now we can just say, what's the equipped item? So that will be toss item, whatever's equipped. And we'll change the language here because it's more like it's shooting, not tossing. So seed bounce, the item seed standard is seed standard. And then the equipped item is this item, which, Sorry guys, one sec, I'm trying to think here. Ah. Yes, it needs to be an array. Here we go, seeds. So there's our seeds array. And then the equipped item is going to be an integer. See that? And all we're going to do is go to seeds, equipped item. There we go. All right. So we're going to have two items or two seeds in our little seeds array right here. And then we're going to set it to standard and then, yeah, there we go. Seed standard and then seed bounce. Okay. So by default, it's going to choose seed standard. So let's take a look and see if this actually works. We're going to make sure that our seed standard is a different color though. There we go. So we can sort of climb our way up. So it's not bouncing anymore, which is really cool. So now what we can do is actually build bridges. So stuff like this. Oh, that's so smooth. So I was using a previous character controller that really did not allow for this. And it's really hard to get stuck now. I don't think it's possible to get stuck. Yep, this is a really good character controller. So now what we can do is just create bridges. Okay. So the way you would create a bridge is you would do something like this. See that? Okay. I should probably be able to change my slope. Whoa. So it's pretty cool. Let's go to Blender and just make it a sphere at this point, because now it's just looking really weird. All right, so no more bouncy butt, right? It's just gonna be a nice circle. So we're going to create a new sphere. You guys can't see this, but I'm creating a new sphere. Shade smooth. We're gonna call it sphere. And then we're gonna add that material, which is gonna be flesh. We're gonna unwrap it in edit mode. Unwrap. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Save it. And that is going to change the shape. There we go. All right, so now it's just perfect little circles. Whoa. Object, transform, apply, all transform, save. We're gonna go into our spheres here in just a sec. There they go. Okay, it fixed itself. Let's hit play and see how everything looks. Okay, cool. The bouncy ones look great. We're gonna make sure that texture is actually white so that we can change the colors. Okay? Cool. And we'll have an animation and a sound effect as we place these objects. So we can really be creative here. Cool. Awesome. Well, it's really fun to be able to walk on these pathways. So that's awesome. Cool. And if I wanted to create a bridge up to the top of this thing, I would just sort of do something like this. There we go. So in theory, I should be able to, whoa. There we go. There we go. So I could create little bridges to the tops of things. That's really cool. All right. Cool. I wonder if I could create a house. Probably can. Might be a little bit harder to do than Minecraft, but you guys get the idea, right? So the idea for this game, I don't think is to create houses and stuff. I think it's more to create platforms to get to various locations. This character controller is insanely robust. I'm just surprised I'm not getting stuck in things. Like, that's really cool. Awesome. Looks great. All right, let's go to our flesh texture. And we're going to change it to just white so that we can adjust the colors inside of Unity. There we go. There's our flesh. So now it's this white color. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on, let's see here. Yeah, Minecraft Sphere Edition. All right, so let's click on. There we go. So we have a couple materials here. We have a flesh material, which this is going to be flesh red, And this one is going to be flesh blue. Blue. And we're going to... The bouncy one, we want to do red. There we go. There we go. And the blue one, we want to do... Hang on. Obviously, blue. About the same blue as the sky, something like that, okay? So this is crap. The bouncy one is red. Crap. Hold on one second, guys. There we go. So this is actually going to be red. And the standard one... There we go. The butt is going to be blue. Not the butt. I'm running out of... I've been live streaming all day, by the way. All right. So let's try this out. So we have the red ones over here. And then we also have the blue ones. Cool. Those have a really weird color to them. It's the highlight. Let's fix that. Yeah. It's the specular, I think. No, it's the outline here. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the animation that's causing it to be that color. Okay, I think I get it. Are they instances? Is that what's going on? Okay. What? Why is the red specular blue? Yeah, let me do some double check. I know you guys can't see it. Sorry. I just realized the window was popped out. So let's fix the red one first. Okay, okay. There's our red. And our outline is going to be orangish. Then, what you can do is you go to your butt. There it is. And this one, we're just going to change the coloring really quickly here. Okay, I think that's good. Sweet. So let's delete him. And we're going to keep those. No need to apply anything. Good. All right. So you guys want to create an animation when they land? Let's do it. Sorry, it's just really addicting to play. Why is it coming out of my thighs? That's weird. Let's fix it. Ah. I see. Needs to be 1.4, 1.3. All right, let's just make sure it's spawning out of the correct location. Good. Yes, it is. All right. Cool.
Hey guys, we're the Dolan twins, and we wanted to send you a friendly reminder to please stay
Who?
help stop this.
Okay, well. Breath of the Wild lo-fi? Oh my goodness. I need it now. Sorry, I'm just playing around, guys. Oh man. It's almost like painting. That's how it feels. It's fun. So the blue isn't really my favorite, so let's change the color. Cody, you asked a good question. Am I still using Opsiv's character controller? I decided to not use Opsiv because it was sort of... Ooh, I like it zoomed out better. That's cool. The reason why is because... I can't see anything. I want it to be the same color as the sky. The reason why is because it was so robust that I was just getting lost. And so I really wish Opsiv had something. Maybe I'll tell Justin, who's the creator of it, what I would prefer. I wish there was a basic controller, just a very basic controller that does what I'm doing right now, which is just clean movement across various surfaces. Like, I am really impressed. This current character controller I'm using is called Character Controller Pro, I think. And you cannot get stuck. And that's one of the main reasons why I transferred over. Let's see if we can fix. Okay, I kind of like it. The specular is a little too shiny for me. Whoa, buddy. There we go. That looks good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and add a sound effect and a animation when it pops into place, right? So really, this is going to be pretty easy. We're going to create a new clip. We're going to call it Bouncy Butt Spawn. Okay. So all we got to do is go to start out at size of maybe 1.5. Cool. Yep. Okay. 1.5. 1.5. And then just jump down to, how about 0.8? By the way, Opsiv's character controller is incredible. Just FYI. It's really, really good. And Justin, the creator, is incredibly helpful. It just, for me, I'm not a coder. So having a really complicated system like that is actually, for me, it was a bit of a burden. Because I didn't want to learn all the ins and outs of it. But I'm kind of a coder, so I don't know. It was just a little bit too robust for me. So we're going to do a nice spawn really quick, just like this. Bloop. Let's see, going faster. 1.3. That's probably what we want to do here. Bloop, bloop. All right, so you're going to have an animation right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually do this. We're going to create a transition to Bouncy Butt Spawn, and it's if spawn, right? So it's just a trigger, sorry, if spawn, and no exit time, immediate transition, and then it's going to go right back to steady. Yes, Stevie. Ooh, this is good. You guys hear this? Exit time, 1. Transition time, 0.25 is fine. Okay. It's not gonna loop. Okay. Now, because guys, we're using the animator functions, we can just create a new sound. So let's go to freesound.org. Thanks for playing, Alex. Did you enjoy it? We're gonna create a cork/fart sound for when it spawns. There we go. So we're gonna open up Audacity really quick and just combine a cork sound and a fart sound. That's all we're doing. I don't like the reverb there, so we're gonna delete the reverb. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm not gonna show you Audacity just because and we're gonna lower the pitch. The reason I'm not showing you is because it's gonna be really quick. There we go. Export as wave, and this is going to be Bouncy spawn. Okay. Now let's open up Unity, and I'm just going to add a sound for Bouncy/spawn. Let's rename that bouncer.spawn. So when it spawns, it's gonna immediately go back to its steady state, and then we'll be on our way to just using it like normally. So we need to basically say spawn. The spawn trigger is going to occur. Let me think here, guys. Seed. Yes, it's in seed. Okay. Okay, yep. So let's open up our seed script. And then we're going to go to this. How do we do this? Game object. Item equals. Okay, good. There we go. Then we go item dot get component, and it's going to be animator. No. Yes, animator. Dot set trigger spawn. Okay. I think it works. Player.instance dot. I want a throw sound as well, but we'll deal with that later. All right, so hopefully we're gonna get some spawn sound effects when we hit play here. I think we're good. Okay. So it's not playing a sound though. Why? Let's see. It's not playing a sound. I think I know why. But it looks good when it spawns, so that's cool. Awesome. So let's see here. Let's take a look at our sounds. Let's see here. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm thinking about something. What am I doing? Standard. Or bouncy. I gotta go to my bouncy butt. There it is. Come on, Thomas. What are you doing? Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. It's called butt. All right. Yeah, so this doesn't have a sound effect in it. Well, yes, it does. Hang on. I see. Bouncer, and then drag in the spawn. There we go. So now it's going to play the spawn sound effect when it actually spawns. What? Let me turn off my music and double check here. It's not playing for some reason. I'm just so impressed that it's not knocking me into the ground. This is just great. Great news. That I don't have to work out some kind of... Let's see here. Play sound. Oh, there we go. I didn't even include it. Play sound 2. Okay, cool. Now the event will fire when it actually spawns, right? The variable audio source of animator functions has not been assigned. Really? What do you mean? So it should though. It's right here. If audio source, then audio source equals player.sfx audio source. Let's go back to Unity here. Take a look what's going on. It's right there. What? Oh, I see. It should be an awake. Let's try that. Yay! All right, so we got sound effects. Very good. And we can also add a surface to these. So if we go to our butt, let's go to butt prefab. It's going to have a surface of mud. Okay, which is great. We already built it. So surface information or surface label, and the label is going to be, I don't have one called mud. Let's create one called mud. So we have a surface label, which by the way, we have this class called surface. Here it is. And we can add in another one called mud. And then we can set this okay. All right, so we got this mud. So now we got to just set our label. This is a class I created called surface label. And now we can do the drop down menu, do mud. And I believe inside of player, we can now specify. Here it is. Yes. Surface information. Ah, okay. So we can create another element called mud. Terrain texture. Let's see here. We could just do flesh for now. We don't need that, but you get the point. And then we're going to do stone step. Do I have one for mud? I do. Mud 1, mud 2, and mud 3. And then also let's do the same thing for bouncy as well. I really don't see the point, but let's just do it anyway. You're going to bounce off of it anyway, so you're not even going to hear it. So let's see if there's a mud sound effect when we walk on these. Yep. Yay! Ooh, I'm having some serious fun today, guys. I love that. That's hilarious. Whoa! This would be kind of a cool multiplayer game. Kind of like, that stupid game that everybody plays. Fortnite. What if the game, I just came up with an idea. What if the game was you're on like these floating islands and you have to knock people off of the islands. Your platforms you don't bounce on, but you bounce on other people's platforms. So you just sort of fill up. That's kind of a fun idea. I should try it. It's like a mini game on Mario Kart or Mario Party. Why does my shadow look like that? That's a hilarious sound. All right. So, pretty cool. Okay, let's do a shoot sound effect. Yeah, it's like Stevie, it would be like I could show you really quick. If I had, let's just test this out. And I know there's a lot of cool multiplayer systems that have been created lately, so it might not be too hard to make. If I had like platforms like this that are super high in the air, right? If I had them like this, obviously they need to be tagged as ground. And then if I if I take my player, see this might be a really fun game idea. And this is why I just want to have fun first before I come up with all of the storyline and everything. I just want to come up with something fun. So if I have these platforms, the multiplayer game would be you have 2 people or 3 people or whatever, and you would want to cover their platforms with your balls. And your balls, oh man. You would cover your platform with your balls, and your balls you can walk on, but when they touch your balls, they deflect off of them, and then you fall and die. So that's kind of the idea. But the cool thing, even if we don't do a multiplayer game, is if you have a platform really far away like this, what's really fun about this is you can so the puzzle element would be, how do I get all the way over there? Well, I'm going to need to purchase or go collect a certain amount of balls. So look at this. Look. Here they come. Why is it making such weird noises? Whoa, no! But yeah, there's our platform or our bridge. So yeah, they're going to need to have a timer so that they delete quickly, because otherwise it's going to get super slow. Unless, I'm going to need to figure out maybe a way to convert all of those to one mesh. But if I scroll down here, if these are all static, does it speed up? Super slow. Cool. So you guys get the idea. That's interesting. Something's going on. What's going on? Why does my shadow look like that? It's instantiating it's like instantiating a ton of them or something. What's going on here? Something's going on, guys. Oh, that's good news. Okay. Look, guys, it's putting multiples inside. That's wrong. We shouldn't do that. What's going on? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Let me think here. We're going to take a look at this together, guys. Why is it instantiating? What's going on here, guys? Huh. Why is it instantiating multiples inside of itself? Does anybody have any ideas? If we go to our seed here, this is our seed bounce. Seed standard. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Anybody have any ideas? So let me explain the problem and you guys can help me solve this. If I hit one, if I shoot one, and I click on it, there's only one here, right? But if I shoot a second one, now it's two. Look at this. Is that not the weirdest thing you've ever seen? Wait, hold on. No, we're good. Something is weird. It's getting caught in a loop. What is happening? Look, does that make sense? What's happening, guys? Oh, you can't see it. If I jump down, watch this. Let's figure this out together. If I jump down, watch this. I do that, and then if I go to the scene view, no, it's not doing it. That's weird. It was doing it earlier. I'm confused. Oh well, I'm going to call it a day. This has been a very fun day of live streaming. We got a lot done. So thanks for joining me, guys. Yeah, it seems like it might be colliding multiple times or something and spawning a ton of them. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good idea, but this was fun.